Let's get this week kicked off right. This video is straight up American strong right here. Yeah! So subscribe and like, brother. Yeah! Dang, I got a little carried away with that joke. All right, let's snap to it with an MD quick hit. That's just punny right there. From The Revolver, how an army of pissed off moms are single-handedly destroying the left's Marxist plot. The one thing you don't want to do is mess with a mother and her children. Ain't that the truth? There's something that happens inside a woman when she senses that her children are in danger. And that's precisely what's happening right now to scores of mothers across the country, as they watch in horror as their children's educations are poisoned by an anti-American, anti-white, communist curriculum called critical race theory. It imagines individuals as either oppressed or the oppressor based solely on the color of their skin. CRT claims that if you're black, you're automatically an oppressed person, and if you're white, you're a natural-born oppressor. When it comes to critical race theory, there is no gray areas. It's black and white, pun intended. CRT is a toxic and anti-white communist ideology that schools are packaging and pumping into the impressionable minds of our nation's children. And this is why American mothers are mad as hell and fighting back. And thankfully, this army of pissed-off mama bears are winning the war. Like this pissed-off patriot mama bear.
I'm here tonight not only as a community member, but as a parent in this district. I think the Board of Education and those sitting on the panels are thieves. I think they're liars and have committed treason against our children. My message to this district: stop indoctrinating our children. Stop teaching our children to hate the police or saying that any child that doesn't believe in Black Lives Matter should be canceled out. You're teaching my children and other children that if they believe in God Almighty, they're part of a cult. You're emotionally abusing our children and mentally abusing them. You're demoralizing them by teaching them communist values. This is still America, ma'am. Because you know and I know I'm not the only parent fighting this all across America right now. Schools are trying to poison our children's minds. Children, like other children, they don't look at color.
And it's not just straight up mama bears, it's mama bear teachers too.
County public school teacher, and I'm going to give a message of encouragement to parents and teachers and students who are too afraid to come and speak forward. Parents, the longer that you wait and you don't hold your child's schools accountable gives these guys more time to dictate what's best for your child's physical, mental, and emotional health. Don't be afraid to speak out for your kids because they are voiceless and they rely on you. You should be afraid of them rooting for socialism by the time they get to middle school. Students, you are on the front lines of these indoctrination camps. Challenge the staff when you're presented with a ludicrous statement, and do not allow anybody to tell you that you cannot accomplish anything because of your skin color or to hate yourself because of your skin color. Students, it is up to you to be the next generation of victims or victors.
This courage is filtering into the Lieutenant Governor of North Carolina.
We've got to run to the trouble, folks. And what is the trouble? The trouble is the Biden administration that is seeking to turn this country into a socialist hellhole. The trouble is Antifa that wants to roam the streets and beat you into submission. And there ain't no reason to be afraid. And it doesn't matter what color you are, what nation your folks hail from, how much money you got. We all share the same name. We are Americans. And as long as we stand as the vanguard of freedom in this nation, freedom will survive here. And not only survive, it will thrive.
And not only is this relegated to mama bears, teachers, and lieutenant governors, it's also coming from first-hand experience.
I've been very alarmed about what's going on in our school. You are now training our children to be social justice warriors and to loathe our country and our history. Growing up in South China, all this seemed very familiar. The communist regime used the same critical theory to divide people. The only difference is they use class instead of race. The critical race theory has its roots in cultural Marxism. It should have no place in our schools.
And there are so many more out there. You want to know where the real direction of this country is headed? Just look at the people stepping up with courage. Courage is contagious. Now that's a pandemic I want to catch. Oh, another pun!